record.
Hello, good evening. Welcome for today's session. I hope you are all well. I'm going to introduce a new topic on introduction to operating system. Over this lesson, we shall have five topics. The first topic shall be introduction to operating system. The second topic shall be processing management. We have file management, and also we have memory management. That is where we shall end 5 units under operating system. So today, I'm going to introduce you to operating system overview. Under this, we shall learn about definition, the concept, characteristics, objectives. We shall also look at the kernel, system call, and the shell. So, under definition, we have our first definition, which is system software. And system software is used to manage computer hardware and the resources. Also, we can say it acts as an intermediary between the users and the hardware. Users are the one that are the people who use machine, the users who interact with the machine. The hardware are the tangible items that they compile themselves with the computer to make the interaction between the users and the hardware linked together. So we have also, it enables the efficient execution of applications. It ensures easier, faster running of application in the machine. We have the concept of operating system. Under this, we learn about the characteristic of operating system. And we have the first one, it is helping in multitasking, meaning it runs multiple apps simultaneously. The second one, it is multi-user, meaning it can support multiple concurrent users, portability, adaptable to different hardware. We have security, protect against threats, resource management, manage CPU, memory, input, stroke, output devices, error detection and handling, respond to system errors. We are heading to the objective, stroke goals of operating systems. And we say that goals are the one that help the processing to occur, or the processing to proceed. For example, we have the input stroke output devices. In order for them to happen, we must have the objective that will make the process to undergo. So these are, what are these? We have one, it is convenience, it is efficiency, it is subtraction, resource allocation, and security stability. Under our first objective, we say it is convenience because simplifies the computing, efficiency, since it enhances resources user, abstraction, meaning what? It hides the hardware complexity, resource allocation, fair distribution, under input, output distribution, and we say this, we have the first come, first serve. So it handles fair distribution and allocation of resources. The last one, we have the security and stability, which means to maintain the integrity and prevent the crashes of machine. So in our second last component, we have the kernel, and we say the kernel is divided into two parts, which is support the hardware part of a computer. We have the monolithic kernel and micro kernel. So what are these functions of these the two? We have processing, scheduling, memory management, device control, and the system call. System call, we understand a system call request from application of kernel. This is where a processing is undergoing. When a process finishes execution of information, it requests an information, and that is why we made this call a system calls. For example, we have those read, write, and fork exile. Also, its purpose is to control gateway between the program and the kernel. So class, we have our last part for today learning, which is shell. And we say shell is user interface to interact with the operating system. We have types, command line graphic, and windows. Its function is to interpret the command, launch application, manage file, and process. So today class, we have learned about the introduction to operating system. And under this, we have checked on the definition, the concept, the characteristic, objective, and kernel, system call, and shell. We have also tried to look at the definition of different parts of our operating system. We have managed to look on the characteristics. We have also managed to look on the objective goals of operating system. We have checked on the kernel, which is the core component of interacting with the hardware. We have checked on the types of kernel and their function. Also, we have checked on the system call, at which we say that it requests an information during processing and execution of information. We have finished with a shell. A shell is interact with an OS, and its function is to interpret the command, launch application, and manage file processing. That is the end of our class today. And before that, I'd like to leave you with an assignment which I'll be able to check on in my next class, which will be tomorrow. So you'll go and check on the function of operating system under under processing management. I'll check that assignment in my next class. Have a good evening. Thank you for your coming. Thank you.